Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are doing something a little bit different today. I feel like it's been absolutely ages since I made a video like this, and some things have changed in how I make my Sims. So I figured I'd give you guys an updated version on how I make Sims for my save file and for my LPs. And we will be going through making some Sims from scratch, one female Sim and one male Sim. A lot of my favorite creators are still the same from my previous video like this, so you may hear some of the same names, and I will also link that video down in the description so that you can see what has and hasn't changed. But you know what hasn't changed? The way I be helping y'all save some coins on purchasing new games and DLC. It's that time of the year where new DLC is coming out back to back, and who wants to pay full price for anything when you can get a discount? That's where I got your back. Me being partnered with Instant Gaming means that I get to save you some coins. Whether you're shopping for something new or picking up something for a game that you already love, check out my Instant Gaming affiliate link down in the description. It helps save you some money. It helps support me as a creator. There's also a little bit of time left to enter the giveaway. The giveaway link will be linked in the description. The winner gets to choose any game on Instant Gaming. Good luck. Now let's get into this video. So I haven't done a whole lot here. I literally just took off her outfit. This was a randomly generated sim when I popped into cast. I took off her makeup. My first step when I am creating a sim is everything has to go. Everything has to go. The hair, the everything, the eyebrows, everything gotta go. Right now we'll keep her in her robe, but later on she will be disrobed. Okay, first things first, I like to work on the head shape. Before I do any kind of skin details, I do feel like skin details are the backbone to creating a really good sim. I like to get in here and get the face shape how I want it. And yes, of course, sometimes I use Pinterest for inspiration to make, you know, different looking sims so they don't all look the same, because I do feel like I'm kind of guilty of same face syndrome. And I know a lot of people say, oh, is it same face syndrome or is it a sim style? Baby, I think it's both. I think it's both. It's my signature same face. I use a lot of the very popular presets. I love Northern Siberia Winds. I love Twisted Cat. I love Obscurus and Magic Bot. Like I said, we won't go over a ton of what my favorites are because I do already have a video on that. And it hasn't changed a whole bunch since then. But I kind of like to get in here, play with the sliders. I feel like sliders are where you really customize your sim's face. Like, yeah, because you can pop the same preset on every sim and get pretty similar results, but once you start tweaking stuff with that slider, that's where things really get personal. I do think that one thing I always do with my sims, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, they all have similar noses. I just kind of pop in here and click around until I see something I like. I personally kind of always give similar noses, I've noticed. I like when the nostrils look a certain type of way. They're kind of just similar versions of the same nose, something like so. And for this particular sim, I don't have any inspo going on right now. We're just kind of freestyling, which also for me, I honestly think freestyling for me makes it easier for me to make different looking sims. I don't know why, but for some reason when I try to match a photo, when I use a reference, my sims end up looking the same. Like, I literally used a reference photo one time on stream making a sim and almost copy and pasted a sim that I made from a different time. I don't know how that's possible because I didn't use a reference photo for the previous one. So yeah, that's interesting. But I'm liking how she's looking so far. I feel like the EA sim that we got spawned in the beginning had a really good base already. I want to give her kind of high cheekbones. She looks like an alien right now, y'all, but trust the process, okay? Just trust the process. Cast is one of those things where it can either go really good or it can go really bad. Never forget to check your side profiles because your sim can look great from the front and you turn them to the side and they're a damn jump scare. But I just like to tweak and tug at certain areas of the face, going in and out of detailed edit mode. And I'm kind of liking this like shorter chin look. All right, and then we'll hop into skin tones. I do use the Llama-Tees, I think it's called Bear Skin Tones. And I have a ton of these other skins from other Sims that I've made in my save file. I usually use either warm or neutral skin tones. As you can see, I don't touch anything going on down here. To be completely honest, a lot of my Sims have brown eyes. And I think that's because I'm biased, because I also have brown eyes. Okay, now that I'm kind of happy with what the face shape is right now, I'll go in and do some eyebrows. I have the color slider mod in my game, so I have no idea who my brows are by, so don't ask me. But I'm a sucker for like a fluffy brow, so I do tend to use fluffy brows more often, I feel like. Or something like, oh, I like these a lot actually. Okay, a little straight brow action. Wait, I'm liking this already. Okay, her eyebrows are brown, so I guess we can stick with the brown hair. All right, after I do eyebrows, then I usually go into skin details, and here is where the magic happens. I do have all the popular Northern Siberia wind skins. I love these skins so much. I do find myself being a Maxis mix girly, I guess. I guess I'm more on the Maxis side most of the time. Oh my gosh, this skin looks so good. Like, look at the difference without and with. Wow. Skin details are really where you get to customize your Sims to a whole nother level. And I think one big thing to making your Sims look unique is switching up those skin details. I know we find our favorite ones and use them over and over again. Trying different ones really make a huge difference. And giving your Sims some freckles or moles or birthmarks or just tiny imperfections gives you a new level of realism. Because let's be for real, we all have a little bit of hyperpigmentation, rosacea. You know, nobody's skin is completely even. We may have some shadowing in our faces. Just something to add a little bit more depth to the face so it's not so flat. I like this one a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I probably use this forehead shadow on almost all of my Sims. I love that forehead shadow. I feel like it adds the perfect amount of depth to the forehead so that it stands out. I do also find myself typically putting something on from each category in the skin details. I love having a darker upper lip. That is one of my things that goes on almost all of my Sims. And I do use cast organizers. I use these by Bougie Chloe. They're my favorite. I love they're just like sleek and simple. Cast organizers are really important so that you don't like accidentally remove details between each section, because without them you're just flying blind and guessing where to like put the next skin detail at, and that's frustrating because you may remove something you don't want to or miss out on using details that you could have because you think you've already used the details in that area and you haven't. All right, we'll shape the nose. I like this a lot. We'll go with that. Oh my gosh, she's looking so pretty already. Now here's where we get into the Maxis mix kind of idea. I do sometimes, a lot of the time now, like adding one of these alpha skins and then turning them almost all the way down. I get a lot of people who ask me how I get my Sims to have like that glowy kind of look. This is how. With the color slider mod, it allows you to tweak certain skins that are compatible, lighten them, lighten the opacity so it adds a detail without it being 100%, you know, alpha skin. And I know this may not be a lot of people's jam. It's not for everybody, for sure. Some people aren't into this. But I do think for those who are looking for a new way to give their Sims a different look, this is one great way to do it. Like, look how pretty that is. It's without it, that's with it. Like, it's so pretty. And for this Sim, I am gonna leave it on. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and remove remove her robe because I do want to look at this body overlay. Now these are body masks. I believe this one's by Sims 3 Melancholic if I'm not mistaken, but I just like how it makes the belly look a little bit more realistic, adds some shadowing to it, makes it look like she's not perfectly toned or whatever. She's got a little pudge, even though she really doesn't, but it just gives that illusion. And I think we're all set on skin details. She looks absolutely gorgeous. From here, I'll usually check in and see if I want to add any more skin details down in the eye details, cheek, mouth details. Usually I don't add too much in here. In the mouth details, sometimes I will add a lip line. And I'll tone down the opacity. Like, I like that a lot. From here, I'll go to hair. From here, I'll usually go into the body and pick out a body preset. I love these Miko body presets. I think today we're gonna do this Northern Siberia Winds #2. And then usually I'll tweak the body weight from here. Now I'm a little biased. As a big girl myself, I do like to make a good portion of my Sims a little heavier, curvier. I don't make all of my Sims heavier or curvier, but I do like to have the representation in my game. I feel like this body is really natural looking. Maybe give her just a little bit of belly. Very curvy. Then I'll usually go into the hair. Most of my favorite hair creators are the same as my previous video. Daylife Sims, Okru, Okayo, GG Sims, Twisted Cat, Sim Celebrity 00, Ahoob. One of my newest favorite creators is Iona. I don't know how you pronounce her name, and I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but her hairs are absolutely stunning. I download every single hair that I see her put out. I don't care. I love them. I love them all. Run, do not walk to her Patreon, and all of her hairs are free. I also love Shea Butter. Unfortunately, I do not think Shea Butter is active any longer as far as posting hairs, but they do have very, very beautiful hairs. Sims Trouble is also an amazing hair creator. Aretha is another favorite. And of course I have some others, but those are like my go-to creators usually. I think for her, we're gonna go with something long, and I really want to try out one of these highlighted hairs because I haven't yet, and they look so gorgeous. Like, hello, this is so pretty. I think we'll go with this. Usually after I pick the hair, I go into makeup, and I won't lie, y'all, when you do the color slider mod, in my opinion, with the alpha skin overlay, you really do not need a lot of makeup. I typically don't use a lot of makeup on my Sims in general. I do give them a bit of eyeliner usually. I always give them lashes. I love these 3D lashes by Northern Siberia Winds. I also love these by Twisted Cat. They're probably my two favorite eyelash creators for sure. These ones go triple platinum in my game. I honestly rarely ever do blush, and for lips, I'm not gonna hold y'all, I use the same lip combo on damn near every Sim. Like, this lip combo in these 3 shades goes triple platinum in my game. And I do like to copy and paste the makeup to every outfit, especially the lips, because for me, the lip combo I use, I like to say, is like, this is what their lips look like with a little bit of gloss on it. And then as far as face paint, sometimes I will go in and add in a lip liner. If I didn't in the skin details, I'll do something like this and tone it down just a little. I actually really like that, so we're gonna keep that. I rarely use contacts, but every so often I'll pop on a good contact and they just look so good. I'm actually obsessed with the Sim already. Houston, we may have a problem because now I don't want to share her. Okay, I'm gonna do a little speed through of getting her dressed, and then we'll come back when she is dressed up. Okay, and I went for this streetwear kind of outfit just because I need more streetwear girly girls in my game. I didn't give her any accessories as far as piercings or anything, so I think I'll just give her a little necklace and we'll wrap this. Oh, wait, if we get it from headphones. Okay, wait. No, I love that. I love that. And I'm absolutely obsessed with her. We'll go ahead and name her. To me, she's giving like a Nikki or Nicole. Last names I usually randomize. Cooper, Torres, and maybe she wants to be a world famous celebrity. I feel like she's definitely a social media girly. She's ambitious. Maybe she likes reading. She's a bookworm. She's neat. And I always like to give my Sims a negative trait or a bad trait. So I'm also gonna make her jealous. And I do have the more traits in cast mod as well by the Pancake One. And as you guys did see earlier, I also have the more columns in cast mod. I have the 5 columns. I also use the stand still in cast mod. I use the one by Mizoriyuki because I like that they still move their eyes and blink even if you're not zoomed in. So I am only gonna do one outfit because I am gonna put these Sims up for download. So let's copy and paste this outfit to all of her other outfits. So now we will move on to our male Sim, and I'm not gonna lie y'all, he's kind of a jump scare. I tried to warn y'all. I tried. This is what we got when we randomized, okay? This is what we got when we randomized, and at this point we gotta do the best we can with what we got. Okay, same process. We're removing everything. Oh my goodness, we have our work cut out for us. Oh brother. Okay, geez. Oh, I know there's something I forgot. There is something I forgot to do with this Sim. I forgot to do her body overlays, body skin details. I do like to do body skin details, like little stretch marks on the hips. If I have a plus size Sim, I do like to do the little back rolls. Sometimes I will give them birthmarks. Like we're gonna go ahead and give her a birthmark. I love adding these little details, and I almost forgot. I'm flying through this and I definitely almost skipped over this part. We did already give her a body overlay, so I'll keep that one and not do another one. And I think we'll also give her some right here on the front on the hip. They're hard to see, but they're just little tiny little details I like to add. I am not a huge tattoo on my Sim person. I don't know why I always skip the tattoo category, but I will say I do love the new tattoos that came with Businesses as Hobbies. As far as being able to layer them, grab them from the gallery, a lot of times instead of using CC tattoos, I do use tattoos from the gallery. And to do that, you pop into the gallery, you go over here, filter to tattoos. You can select the different body areas where you want it to be. Like let's just check out left leg, and there are so many options that you can pick from, even some that are like scars and bruises and all kind of stuff that can contribute to your storytelling. I love using the bruises to add those details. This is also a little hack for those who don't like to use a ton of CC. You can pop in here, filter to head, and there are even tattoos of makeup that you can use. Face details, edges, piercings, scars, all kinds of stuff. Do not sleep on it. Like look, this is a full face of piercings. I'm just saying y'all, don't sleep on using, look, here's some of the bruises I was talking about. Don't sleep on using them gallery tattoos. Like this is so underrated and I don't see anybody really talking about it, but I love using these tattoos. I will say when you add them this way, you can't layer them. I believe you can only place one tattoo in that area and it will erase any tattoos on that body part if you place one from the gallery. Now, I don't know if you can layer on top of that once it's already placed, but if you're placing one from the gallery, you can only place one per body part. Almost forgot about that. Okay, now let's hop back over to our little project here. Again, work cut out for us. Okay, for my male Sims, I like to start with the jawline. I think I also start with the jawline for my female Sims. I'm pretty sure I just started with the jawline on her as well. I'm not gonna lie, I like to give my male Sims a nice strong jawline. It just adds so much character to the face, and I just like how they look. I'm not gonna lie. As far as chins, that's a long chin. I tend to give more squared off chins for my male Sims, and we'll see a little bit more why later on, but it has to do with facial hair. Once you start adding facial hair, things get interesting for male Sims, as you guys pretty much probably already know. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, for male Sims, don't sleep on them EA presets. The EA presets for male Sims are actually pretty good. I hate to say it, but they are. Especially if you want bigger and fuller lips. Yes. Don't sleep on them presets. I am, for the sake of the video, going to go ahead and pick a different lip preset. I think I have such a hard time breaking away from those. These are nice though. Maybe we'll do these. I also like to have my male Sims frown a bit. I don't know why, but I do, because I just feel like guys typically have a little bit of RBF more often than not. I mean, at least in my game they do. All right, let's hop into the nose presets. And again, just click around until you find something where you either like the shape or you like the size, and then you fine tune it with your sliders. I do not recommend clicking around like this when it comes to body presets. For face presets, I usually don't have any issues, but I know with body presets, sometimes it gets a little wonky after you've clicked 2 or 3 presets. Okay, I like this nose. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, what's happening from the side angle? See what I mean, y'all? See what I mean? Sometimes they can look okay from the front. Like, he's starting to look pretty decent from the front. From the side? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's give him a little nose profile action. That's looking a little better. Little lip profile. I'm gonna drag up the jaw. Okay, that's better. Now we need to get a different eye preset going on. I love 𝑺𝑶𝑪𝑰ℎ eye presets. I can't get enough of them. This one I think is my most used. Again, triple platinum. But I do tweak them every single time. Like, I never leave them unmodified. Let me use something a little different. Actually, maybe we'll go with these. Number 8. And I want to give him kind of like a smolder. I will say this is a part of my same face. All my guys have like a smolder. They have like the low eyes. They're not super, you know, they just don't look happy. They do not look happy. You can kind of get the vibe, like, from his overall look right now. He's not very joyous from what we see. I do want to give him a little bit of a lighter eye color, maybe like a little lighter. Oh, okay, a little lighter brown eye. All right, skin tone. He's got a neutral skin tone. I don't know if I'm gonna like a neutral skin tone for him. I do have favorites. Let's see what Warm's got going on. Ooh, I love a chocolatey brown skin tone. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay, now I feel like we have a decent base to work with. I clicked on his head and reshaped it a bit, so now we're in the head shape. I do not use these that often. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I use them every so often when I just feel like, oh, I want like a little tweak to them. But I feel like these kind of make like the hairs glitch out a bit sometimes, depending on what you're using. I like this one. We'll go with this. I do want to drag his jawline down a bit, maybe out a little. He's got a strong face card, y'all. Now for the guys, same. Northern Siberia wins is triple platinum in my game. I use it all the time. I also love Sims 3 Melancholic. I will say most of their skins are more alpha leaning as far as details. They do have Maxis Match, but most of them I feel like are more alpha leaning, which to me is not a problem. I think I'm gonna go with maybe this skin. I like this a lot. It did make him just a touch darker. Not a problem, but I really want to keep that. Yes. Now, don't ask me if there was an actual change there. I don't know, but it feels like there was. All right, let's give him some eyebrows. Let me fix this eyebrow shape a bit so it's not a jump scare as much when we do pop some brows on. I do tend to give my male Sims thicker, more full brows, more bushy brows. To me, it just gives more realistic. I love these eyebrows. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever used them before either. I love how they look on his face. Give them a little bit more shape to them. He's low-key kind of giving model. Oh my gosh. Hello? Back to the skin details now that we have some brows. And for guys, it's same process. Popping through each section, trying out some different things. Oh my gosh. Wait, I like this face highlight on him. Let me see what else is in here. I think I'm gonna stick with the face highlight. That looks really good. I'm gonna give him a little nostril overlay. Oh yes. Yes. He is giving model. Wait. Okay, let's give him a little cheek overlay. The face is just getting more and more like snatched. Yes, I love this. Okay, wait, y'all, not me making this video and giving y'all some bomb Sims. Okay, hold on. A little eye bag action. Okay, this time I switched up the forehead detail and I'm not mad about it. I love the eye bag. We're keeping that. This is just coming together like so well, in my opinion. I hope you guys agree. Oh, okay, a little nose bridge detail. I like that. Oh wait, the before and after for this is insane. Okay, I think we're gonna hit him with the alpha skin overlay. Look at that. All right, let's see without, with. It just adds a really nice highlight to the face. I think I might tone it down a little more actually. Yes. Oh my gosh. The signature top lip. Oh my goodness. Okay, and I'm gonna tweak his face just a bit. The lip shape I wanna change a little. He looks so good. Oh my gosh. All right, and now we'll go into our body shape. So off with your oh, hello. Well. I'm gonna go ahead and remove his body preset. And I love this preset remover. It's by Golly Haha. Typically I do like to make my male Sims a little taller or shorter, either way, but I do use my height slider more on my male Sims than I do my female Sims. Well, that's not true. I feel like I make a lot of my female Sims shorter. But for sake of sharing these Sims, I won't add any height slider because I know not everyone is a fan of the height sliders. All right, let's give him some skin details for his body so I don't forget. I want to give him some moles, and I mean, he already has a really nice body overlay, but ooh, wait, I like this one. I like this one. Yes, actually, well, yes. And maybe we will give him a tattoo. I do typically give my guys tattoos more often. Don't ask me why. I just do. In fact, let's go ahead and use the gallery for this. We're on his upper back. This is really nice. Let's try this out. Oh, these glitched together. Okay, let me remove the tattoos and try that again. Typically it'll remove the tattoo from that area. Actually, let's try this one. I love this. I don't know how people draw these tattoos, but I'm not gonna complain and I'm not gonna ask too many questions because I don't want them to stop. Let's do maybe some on his right arm as well. Let's do a quarter sleeve. Perfect. And maybe that's it. Like, he's not super tatted, but he does have a few tattoos. All right, let's get into hair. I am a fan of a low cut, so I will say I'm a little biased to giving my Sims low cuts, or, you know, like a little fade on the side, a little curl on top like this. Those are my favorite, my personal little fan favorites, but I will switch it up sometimes. Give them a little like ponytail, a little hair, some little locks. You know, I do switch it up from time to time. Maybe a little fro. Ooh, I kind of like the fro. I will admit that I don't often do locks that are down. I typically do locks that are like styled, either up or back. I haven't used these yet, so maybe we'll use these for him. I definitely like the longer ones. Yeah, I like this a lot. Yeah, I love these little pieces hanging down. Okay, and from hair, I go into facial hair. And I'm not gonna lie, if you feel like your male sim isn't looking all that great, give them some facial hair. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It can change the whole face to just add a little facial hair. Sometimes that's all they need. Like, I like this low, you know, a lean beard. Me personally, as far as like my fan favorites IRL, I love a goatee. I love just a little, you know, something like this. It's gonna do it for me every time. It's gonna do it for me every time. Over a big beard, yes. This facial hair goes triple platinum in my game. I give it to way too many male sims, so we're not gonna use it today. And the reason I said giving them more square face shapes is if you are doing a bigger beard, they tend to change the face shape a lot. And I hate that, honestly. Oh wait, this is in game. This kind of nice. That's base game? When we get this? That's kind of nice, actually. I'm gonna go back to our little low scruff beard because he has a really nice face shape and a defined jaw. So like, we want to see it. We want to see it out and about, right? I am obsessed with him already. And I'll go ahead and do his outfit and we'll come back once we are done. All right, and we have him dressed a little basic fit. I do struggle a lot more with dressing my male sims than I do my female sims. I'm not gonna lie. They typically are definitely when I break out Pinterest to get some reference for outfits, but I was like, you know what, let me just give him a little clean fit. Oh, Kareem is really nice. Kareem Brooks, I love that. And for him, maybe he's creative into acting. No, writing. He wants to be a best-selling author. So let's say he's self-assured. He's a geek. Okay. Casbosa is going crazy. Maybe he's a little skeptical. He's also generous. Well, now you guys have got a little peek into how I create my sims. I hope that you were able to pick up some little tips or tricks or whatever. I don't know, but I thought this would be a cute little refresher because my sim style has changed over the years, especially since the last video I made like this. Again, I will link that video down in the description because it does list off a lot of the creators that I do still use. Both of these sims will be available for download, link down in the description as well. And go ahead and give this video a like, comment down below what is one of your favorite CC creators for cast, or a place where you like to get inspo or anything like that, something cast related. But as always, I love you guys and I will see you in the next video. Bye.